for weekend is early. Okay, we'll be starting at about 8:40 a.m. Okay, so first and foremost, can I get everybody to remember to register by the counter right in front beside the lead. Okay, so once you are done registering, you also remember to bring yourself some refreshments right at the counter and then also to collect your paper cameras. Okay, so we'll be starting at about 8:40 a.m. If any one of you guys need to use the washrooms, they are located by my left. Okay, if you are ready with all of your gears and equipment, you can feel free to take a seat right in the front because we'll be starting at about 8:40 a.m. Alright, I'll see you guys really, really soon. Do look forward. It's a fun day.
Can I get CPU?
This morning, and I know that this morning has been raining, and thank you guys so much for being here very much on time. So we want to make sure that this is a fun experience for all of you guys as well. Okay, so as you're hearing this announcement, can I invite all of you guys to come over, grab a seat, make yourself comfortable. If you need to grab your coffee, please go ahead and do so. Alright? So, the rest of you, if you have friends who are still perhaps in the washroom or the toilet, drop them a little message because we are kickstarting right about now, okay? And our friends at the corners, do help yourself, make yourself feel at home, right at the front over here, grab a seat. And because we are going to kickstart our brief really, really shortly. Okay, so without further ado, alright? How are you guys doing? Okay, I see a lot of you guys still walking around, okay? Do make yourself comfortable, grab the seats towards the front. Okay, I still see some of my friends at the back, alright? Do come over towards the front as well. Okay, now just a show of hands, I know it's very early in the morning, right? How are you guys feeling? If you're feeling good, you can have a thumbs up, please. Alright, great, okay, everyone is feeling good, okay? Our friends over here on the right, okay, well, you are all getting your camera gears ready, yeah? Okay, are you guys feeling okay? Good? Cool? Okay. Now, importantly, okay, make sure that every one of you guys, okay, in your teams have your paper cameras, okay? They are for you guys to take down beautiful memories for today. Grab nice pictures because later at the end of this activity, you guys will be able to print a group shot, okay, more than one, I think. Okay, you guys are able to print a group shots, okay, by the camera station at the right over there. Okay, now, you guys happen to be our very, very first batch for this year's Mission Electric. And because of that, right, we've got a very, very special guest today this morning. So to kickstart, alright, Mission Electric for 2025, I'm going to introduce, okay, Mr. Marcel Perez, President and CEO of Mercedes-Benz Singapore, to give you guys a few words. Mr. Marcel, please.
Thank you very much, JK. And we agreed on Marcel Perez, and that's hello, good morning, everybody. And one welcome from my side specifically for Mission Electric and the second edition. So I spoke to Darren last night and I asked him the last year's Mission Electric happened in 2024, and the feedback that we have received was overwhelmingly positive. And to be very specific, we have had actually multiple requests by our customers as well as by you, dear leaders, to actually repeat this. So you've asked for it, we've listened, and here we are in 2025 with Mission Electric, the second edition. And we really look forward to this one. Now, Mission Electric has always been about more or less the experience of owning an EV as well as driving an electric car when it is done in a Mercedes-Benz way of doing things. So admittedly, in the last, I would say, 18 months, and specifically the last 12 months, we see that the EV adoption in Singapore has dramatically increased in momentum, and more people are exposed and experiencing these EV products itself. Mercedes-Benz has been part of it, and that's this transformation is scared there's a wide range of products. You know that Mercedes-Benz, you offer EQA, EQB, EQA, and EQS. At the end of last year, we also actually launched our Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV, and we have introduced 18 derivatives across the EQE and EQS range. So there's a wide variety of product that we have that makes us say that yes, we do have a product that is tailored for different drivers and different lifestyles, yet we do feel we are very much uncompromising when it comes to the core values of Mercedes-Benz, which is performance, technology, and comfort. So, but having said that, also we will not stop, and that is very important for me to convey as a message today. Mercedes-Benz is clearly doubling down on the topic of electric mobility. We are going to introduce the Mercedes-Benz G580 with e-Trim technology in the middle of this year, and that will complete our range in such that we will have a fully electric vehicle in the Mercedes-Benz, in the G-Class subbrand, in the Maybach subbrand, and in the AMG subbrand. Very important for us. Further to this, and this will be interesting for all of you, including myself, we are going to have a lot more opportunity to meet each other, because from now on until the end of 2028, we are going to launch more than 20. Here you go. Okay, here we go. So we are going to launch more than 20 new products globally until the end of 2028. And that means that by 2030, our customers will have a fully electric product offering across every single Mercedes-Benz model. So we really double down on what we have. Now, what does it mean next? We also don't want to only focus on selling EVs and producing electric vehicles, but we're also looking for EV ownership. We do know this is one of the concerns that our customers have. So in the beginning of the year, we have introduced only charge publicly. So you remember maybe, but I will repeat, we actually offer our customers a Mercedes-Benz electric vehicle access to more than 3,000 charging points across Singapore, island-wide, AC and DC charging. That is thanks to the cooperation with SP Group, Volt, as well as Charge Plus. And our customers now have access to these chargers with only one single account and one single Mercedes-Benz app and the Mercedes-B account. They do not have to register multiple accounts and put credit card details on it, etc. So that is important. And we look more and more into this integration of how do we use the head unit of the Mercedes-Benz car, the connected vehicle, as well as our Mercedes-Benz app in order to improve, integrate, and make the most convenient and integrated EV ownership experience possible. That is our goal. And you will see this in the course of Vision Electric. You will see that we are able to obviously see the charging status on your phone. You will see the charging points, including the charging availability, the status of the charger, the cost, as well as the charging speed. And there's a lot of other functions and features, as for example, sending all this information or pre-planned routes towards the head unit in your car. You will experience all of this today in the course of Vision Electric. So, and now let me conclude, because I do know there's a lengthy briefing coming up for this Vision Electric. One thing that is so important for me is that really the three key messages are clearly conveyed. Mercedes-Benz is doubling down on electric mobility. And I said that before, we have the determination to define what luxury looks like in the age of sustainability. We have one of the widest ranges of EV products, and we are going to embark on a product launch and offense that this company has never seen before. And last but not least, building EV cars, selling EV cars is one part of the equation, but the second equally important part is actually offering the most seamlessly integrated EV ownership experience. So, and that is what Mercedes-Benz stands for, and therefore we are very happy to have you here today for Mission Electric. And now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for actually sharing our story to the audience in Singapore and beyond. And again, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines for Mission Electric 2025.
Alright, thank you once again, Mr. Marcel. Amazing. And then, just now you always mentioned about this thing called a seamless experience, and really that's what we're looking for when we're experiencing EV over here. Just a show of hands, how many of you guys over here drive or drove an EV before or owns an EV? Okay, well, I see just one hand, and then it says, oh, I'm too shy to put it down, right? Okay. Alright, so for those of you guys who have tried EVs before, this is your chance to really take a look at how Mercedes-Benz EV might be different from what you have experienced before. And of course, what other better way, to experience this than to introduce a special somebody, but before that, I've got a little special announcement over here, two announcements actually. Now there are 3 groups who have yet to register as a group, okay? And I need you guys to go and find Deji at the back over there, alright? So Deji is holding on to his laptop. I'll need you guys to register as a group to make sure that your accounts have the point system, okay, that's been registered into our system at the back. Okay, so if your teams have yet to register, please make sure that you guys do. Go find Deji later on. And of course, before you guys leave Mercedes-Benz setup, make sure that you collect your cash cards. We don't want you guys to get stuck at certain gantry later on. Okay, so please make sure you collect your cash card. Where are they collected? They are being collected at the front counter where you guys actually registered your names. Okay, so 3 groups. I need the 3 teams to make sure you register as a group with DG. Okay, so without further ado, now let me introduce a special somebody. You know, every time I hear him speak, I get so hyped up about electric vehicles and even any vehicles actually. This person is none other than the product expert of Mercedes-Benz. Can I let us welcome, okay, Dennis.
Thank you very much, DJ, for hyping it up. Alright, so before we begin, a very good morning. To those of you who have never seen me before, my name is Dennis. I'm from the product management team at Mercedes-Benz Singapore. And today, I would like to really warmly welcome everyone to Mission Electric. And let's take a look at what's in store for today. But first, did you know that Mercedes-Benz is in fact bringing in and offering to our customers the largest EV portfolio in Singapore? We have over 10 different variants of Mercedes-Benz models that we offer. Yeah, which some of them we will definitely be testing today. So, to give you a better understanding of what cars they are, let's take a look at our luxury saloons first. We have the EQE as well as the EQS saloon. The EQE is capable of over 600 kilometers on a single charge, and our Range Rover, the EQS saloon, is capable of over 700 kilometers. Now, to put it in perspective, this means that you can actually drive from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur and back on a single charge without needing to recharge, of course. Yeah? And rest assured that these cars are highly equipped with comprehensive standard equipment. For example, you have rear axle steering. And as we know, in the streets of Singapore, when you're driving through them, it can be pretty tight. This equipment really helps you weave through with a lot of ease. And into the SUV variants, we have the EQA as well as the EQB. The EQA is our compact SUV, and this car, of course, with its size and practicality, is the perfect car for city driving. If you need 2 additional seats, this is where the EQB comes in. Yeah, and being able to sit up to 7 occupants, this is where the EQB becomes the ultimate practical BEV for the daily driver in Singapore. And if you're looking for something a little bit more practical and more space, more interior room for your shoulders, for your headroom, and also more luggage capacity, this is where the EQE SUV as well as the EQS SUV comes in. In what they provide an additional space or room in the interior, they definitely do not compromise on comfort and range. As you can see, these cars are already capable of over 500 and 600 kilometers. On top of the normal EV variants, we have the AMG models. These cars are definitely something you will test today as well. We have the AMG 43s as well as the AMG 53 models. And to name some of them, we have the EQS 53 for you to test drive later. They are equipped with up to 687 horsepower, which takes you from 0 to 100 in a mere 3 to 4 seconds. Yeah? And in the 53 models, you also have race start. So what this means is you can actually experience some of the most powerful G-forces experienced in a production car in our AMG models later. In our normal models, you already feel this immediate torque. So imagine in an AMG EV, even more excitement, even more power, and even more emotion. Now, what is going to be an integral part of your experience today will be the Mercedes-Benz app. Later on, each of you will receive a phone. I think JK will explain more on this, but the Mercedes-Benz app will be a key part of your experience today, which you will use to control your vehicles during your test drive. Among the features that you'll be having in your app is remote control, which means, for example, you can unlock your doors, lock back your doors, open your windows, open your sunroof if your car is equipped with it, and many more. Battery status, usually you need to sit in your cars to see this, but now on the go you can check your battery level anywhere. Vehicle health, whether there's a maintenance requirement, also already available within the Mercedes-Benz app. And two very important features: finding charging stations. As a BEV driver, you want the ultimate convenience in searching for charging stations, and you can already do this in the Mercedes-Benz app. And finally, of course, in hot and sunny days, this is where pre-entry climate control is going to be extremely useful. Yeah, turning on the aircon even before you step into the car, ensuring serene comfort before you start moving off. This is where I'd like to point out that today it is going to be part of your challenge to activate pre-entry climate control and set a departure time. Yeah, JK will explain more of this later. But what this means is if every single day you are going to leave your house at 7:30, you can make sure that every single day that you're setting off, the car automatically turns on the air conditioning at the time you are going to leave your house, ensuring each and every day the interior temperature of your car is always comfortable. MB Charge, this is a true highlight. Before this, when MB Charge was not available yet, what you will need to do as a BEV owner is you will need to download the separate applications from all the different charging providers. For example, as you can see these three here, we now have these three charging providers integrated into our MB Charge network, which means customers are able to find these chargers, seamlessly go to them, plug it in, and charge your vehicle with all the invoices coming into one integrated platform, and that is MB Charge. This truly is a breakthrough in terms of your charging experience. As you can see, the power of one. One-stop charging, one transparent cost. This is where Mercedes-Benz provides a true unique selling point. Because not only do you know the estimated duration of your charging, more importantly, the estimated cost. How much will it cost you to charge your car from, for example, 20 to 100%? You never had this visibility, but with MB Charge, you now have full visibility of the estimated cost for your charging session. One-tap navigation, which means in your head unit, as well as the Mercedes-Benz app, you can already tap the navigation to set the location to your car, and you can immediately drive off to your location. This is also something you will try later on. One billing statement, as I mentioned just now, all your charging sessions will come into one integrated inbox, which means ease of finding out all your charging sessions costs. Vehicle sockets, so to those that are already here, I'm sure this is nothing new to you, but every BEV is fitted with a vehicle socket where you will definitely plug in Type 2 or CCS chargers around the island. Yeah? And to stop the charging session, this is where you need to press the button that you see over here, which is number 3, which is your charge interruption button, which will stop the charging session so that you can unplug the cable and put it back, and then you are ready to drive off. Now, this is once again a unique feature in Mercedes-Benz because having a smooth transition when you are now driving Mercedes-Benz is the most important feature. Why is this so? Even if you are driving a petrol vehicle today or a BEV, you are already accustomed to a certain type of driving style. Maybe you are already used to the resistance you get in a current BEV that you're driving. The moment you release your accelerator, you feel that high resistance, right? This is a very special character for BEVs. Now, depending on the level of resistance you prefer, you can set this in your Mercedes-Benz BEV. This is activated by pressing your pedal shifters on your right and your left side. Yeah? So, the higher you go, the lighter the recuperation, and the lower you go, the stronger the recuperation. And if you're a petrol vehicle owner, you can actually set your BEVs to even have the creep function, where when you release your accelerator, the car creeps forward. You can even turn it off if you don't like this. Yeah? So a lot of features that will really help you feel at home when you have a seat and drive on Mercedes-Benz. And of course, we have the dynamic select drive programs, which will help you have a bit more fun later. If you need a little bit more power, this is where the sports mode comes in. We unleash a bit more power so that you can get the most out of your EV. And if the efficiency is something you're after, this is where the eco mode comes in, where the vehicle will be set and tuned to give you the highest level of efficiency. And of course, in your AMG models later, you will have additional drive programs, especially as you can see here, Sport Plus, which unleashes 100% of power. And please drive safely. I think everyone here is no stranger to an AMG model. But I do need to show you that in your AMG models, they are all equipped with your steering wheel buttons. So to change your drive programs, simply rotate these buttons on your steering wheel, where you can rotate from Sports to Sport Plus, or even to Comfort later on when you're in the cars. Yeah? Alright, now let's do a little bit of a demo on what you will need to do today for the Mercedes-Benz app when you're controlling your vehicles remotely. Yeah? Thank you very much, Jay. So as you can see, this is the Mercedes-Benz app, and this is the home screen which we're looking at. Each of you will be having one phone later where you will control your cars. Now, on the home screen, which is already selected here, this is the home page where you can see your vehicle. Over here are the most commonly used features. On the left side, you see the lock icon. So this is what you'll need to press to unlock your cars remotely when you're entering your vehicle. When you do this, you'll be prompted to key in a 4-digit PIN. Please remember that the 4-digit PIN is 2580. Okay, from top to bottom, 2580. Very simple to recall. This will unlock your vehicle when you click on this button. Alright? The same thing for Windows as well. Anything that requires security, yeah, where you provide access to the car, you need to key in this vehicle. If you want to turn on your pre-entry climate control, this is where you can press this button, which turns it on immediately. Yeah? So if you're heading to the car now after this, press on this and it turns on your air conditioning. So when you're seated in the car, it's already pre-cooled. Okay? Now, over here, this is where you set your pre-entry climate control. You click on your electric range, you go to pre-entry climate control, and then over here, this is where you click on add departure time. You click on this, and then you add a new departure time, you set the time, and you save it. Very important, save it. Then it is turned on, and when you head to your vehicle later on, of course, your air conditioning will turn on at the designated time. Alright? And one final point, when I go back to the home page, the send to car feature. How do you send coordinates from your Mercedes-Benz app to your vehicle? You click on the navigation icon, which is the third one. As you can see, there is a field for you to key in an address. So, for example, this is a location you will be heading to later, which is Wheelers Estate. Hint. Click on Wheelers Estate, and then you can see a button in the middle. You click on Send to Vehicle, and that is all you need to do. Once you click on Send here, the coordinates will be sent to your vehicle, and then when you enter your vehicle later, you'll see a pop-up in your central display. You just click on the pop-up, and the navigation will already start. It's that simple. Yeah? So it's very straightforward, very simple. It's as intuitive as using even Google Maps, yeah? Okay, now that's what I have for the Mercedes-Benz app, but before I stop the screen, are there any questions from anyone on how to operate Mercedes-Benz app? Everyone's good? Please let us know if you have questions later, okay? Alright, so next thing I need to ask is, of course, who has never driven a Mercedes-Benz? Can I see a show of hands? Who has never driven a Mercedes-Benz? I saw a hand come up halfway. No? Okay, all good? Yes, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you some simple basics on how to operate your Mercedes-Benz, yeah? How to start your car, how to turn your windshield wipers. Okay? A very simple one. So let's take a look at it. So everyone just keep your eyes on the display. and will be in the car. So JK, looks like we're going to show them how to very easily operate the Mercedes-Benz on the inside. Now, once you're in the vehicle, all you need to do to start the car is press your brakes first and then press the start. Okay? Press the brakes and then press the start button and your vehicle will be switched on. Now, once your vehicle is switched on, you're going to want to adjust your seats, right? This can be done on your door control panel here. You want to move the seats forward, backwards, front, and back. Very easy. If you're going to set your car to drive, once again, press the brakes, and then you're going to push this lever down. This will set the vehicle into drive. You want to put it into reverse, flip the direct select lever up, and this will put it into reverse. Okay? Once you're done with that, you want to put the vehicle into park, press the button on the outside. So these are the basics on how you change your gears in a Mercedes-Benz. And of course, if it rains later, you want to switch on your windshield wipers. This is where you're going to rotate this switch you see over here. Now, this white line is set to 0, but if you want to turn it on automatically, you put it on the first level. If you need to sweep a little bit faster, this is where you turn the speed up by moving it higher as well. If you want to switch it up to the maximum speed manually, then of course all the way up. To put it back into automatic, just come back down to the simple 3 dots here. Okay, you can even leave it here because this is set on automatic. Okay? Now, later on when you get into your cars and you want to click on the navigation, it will pop up over here. So all you need to do is just click on navigation here. If you missed it, don't worry. You just have to roll this screen down, click on messages, and the notification will appear here. Okay, so if you miss the notification, it's totally fine. You can come over here and click on your notification. Okay? And that's it. Yeah? So let's put back the car into park. Once again, if there are more questions on how to operate the basics inside your vehicle, do let us know and we will be there to support you. And now, to give you a little bit more basics and also the logistics of what to expect in the event, let me hand it over back to JK. Thank you, everyone.
Alright, thank you so much, Dennis. You know, every time you go through that whole cycle, right, you feel the enthusiasm, man, don't you? Can you give Dennis a big round of applause once again? Really amazing job. And with that in-car product demo, we're gonna move on, okay, to what we'll actually be doing today. I'm sure all of you guys, after all that, how are you guys feeling? Ken, still alive? Good, Okay, I feel some of you guys had the mouth open quite big already. So, wow, so much info. Okay, but this is the part that gets very, very exciting because you're going to get your hands into the driving itself. Okay, now, first thing first, okay, make sure that all of you guys have 3 things with you. Number 1 is a pet phone. Okay, so you guys will receive this later on as you collect the cars. This will be your car keys. Okay, so you guys will not have a physical car key. All you will receive, okay, is a pet phone over there. Next is your personal phone, and this is where you guys will scan your missions. And of course, last but not least, make sure that you have your paper cameras. Okay, I see some of you guys holding on to that. Make sure you do not lose them, okay? Alright, paper cameras is for you guys to grab your group pictures later on. Now, there are 3 suites, okay, of model ranges over here. I'm pretty sure Dennis did a very, very good job. Your core, your luxury, as well as AMG. I'm not going to bore you guys with the other details, but you will be swapping through all of these model ranges, okay, throughout today's experience. Now, in terms of car grouping, okay, just a show of hands, have you guys received your car keys yet? Not yet, right? Okay, have you received? No. Alright. Okay, so if you have your mobile phones with you, okay, take note, okay, at the back of your mobile phones there is a number over there. Now, just a show of hands, how many of you guys are group number 1? Are there group number 1s? Where are my group 1s? Okay, I see a few hands. Okay, where are the 2s? Where are the 2s? Group 2s? 2A, 2B, 2C? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you have 2s? Where are the number 2s? Huh? You haven't received? Oh, haven't received yet. Okay, can. Okay, so later as you collect your car keys, okay, which are the phones. Okay, they are located at the back. Once you collect them, just take note that your vehicles will coincide with the back of your phones. Okay, and how do you locate your cars? Very simple. On the front windscreen of the cars, alright, you will see the numbers that tallies together with your phones as well. Okay, so later on, we will actually swap. Okay, so if let's say you're group 1, and yours is 1A, you'll be going over to 1B after the first station, and then 1C after the second station. Okay, and what are these stations? Very simply put, okay, I think there's a quick little animation. How does the car swap work? If you are group 1, you will be swapping only within group 1. So 1A, 1B, and 1C, you guys will rotate accordingly. Same goes for 2, same goes for 3. Now, this is the slide that maybe you guys want to grab a picture. I'm going to give you guys maybe a short 10 seconds to grab a picture of this. Okay, now, some of you guys will be group blue, alright? And group blue over here, this will be, your point blue, this will be the orders that you guys will be visiting. We are now at Mercedes-Benz Center. The next place that you guys will head to is the Wheelers Estate, where we will have our pit stop activities over here. Mission 1 and Mission 2, okay? What exactly they are, they will be requiring you guys to grab your group pictures over there, okay? And later on, I'll let you guys know what the missions are all about. Next, you will move over to Satay by the Bay before you guys head back to Mercedes-Benz Center. Now, if you guys are convoy yellow, you realize that the orders are almost exactly the same, only Wheelers Estate and Satay by the Bay are being swapped. Okay, so all you need to remember is your very next station, huh? Okay, moving on. Now, how to send to car to navigate? I'm pretty sure Dennis did a very good job earlier on when he was explaining. All you have to do is to open the Mercedes-Benz app and head over to the navigation icon over here. If you guys are curious or cannot remember, later on there will be our staff around there to help you guys with that. Okay, now, once you guys are done with your personal phones, this is the part where I need you guys to go and sign up and make sure that you register as a group. Because you guys will have to collect points. Now, as a team, if you guys are the highest scoring pointers for today, you walk away with prizes, okay, at the end of this entire activity. Now, each team, you have to collect at least 18 points to redeem an exclusive goodie bag. So how many points you need to receive? 18, so please remember that. Now, with that, some housekeeping rules for you guys to take note of. While you guys are driving, always remember to use the send to car feature so that you don't lose your directions. Next, at the pit stops, please make sure you bring your tag phones with you when you are at the pit stops. Before leaving, make sure that you check for your belongings as well. And last but not least, throughout the event, okay, make sure that the physical car key is kept within the car. Please don't take that out. Okay? So please always remember this because my car keys are your phones. Okay? Now, grab another picture over here. These are the emergency contact number 1 and contact number 2, which are Anton as well as Edmund accordingly. If you guys lose your way or suddenly there's a tire blow out, this is the number to call. But please don't call when you guys are feeling bored, okay? Hey, I need somebody to talk to, then just randomly call these people, please don't do that. Okay, so as you guys are going around today's activities and snapping pictures with your cameras and stuff like that, remember to also tag us on Mercedes-Benz SG as well as our Facebook page. Okay, so with that, any questions that you guys have so far? Okay, if not, right? This is your very first mission. Can I get all of you guys to read out your phones and scan the QR code that you see on the screen here? Alright, if you guys are done, give me a thumbs up so I know that you guys are ready. Okay, very good, great. Alright, now, I'm sure that a lot of you guys are not collecting, okay, your phones yet. Okay, so once you guys are done, can I get you guys to rise up and stand up? Okay, we will be passing them over to you guys. Okay, so once you guys are done, alright, now I'm gonna deploy you guys group by group, okay? So, team 1, okay, where's my 1A,